Sex can embarrass you. On a fateful Monday morning, I received a couple, a male and a female, with two different complaints. They requested to consult together, and their request was granted. I received them into the office and asked, "What can I do for you?" The male took off his sunshades and said, "Doctor, I have my eye that is swollen and discharging for the past 2 days." I turned to the lady and asked her, what is the problem? How can I help you? She said, "I have some wounds in my mouth and my throat." And I moved on to ask the routine questions. How did it happen? How did you come to notice? How does it affect you? And it I had like an intuition or a flash in my mind, and I turned to them. I said, "The two of you are engaged into intimate relationships," and they nodded. And I proceeded because I needed to match what I think to what actually happened. And I asked them to describe the type of practices they engaged into. And as I mentioned that, the lady bent her head and buried it into her phone, and the male stood up and looked at me with a very bold or daring look. And in my mind, I thought I'm probably on the right track. And I said, "Please tell me how it came about." I'll leave the end of the story to your imagination to guess how they could have contracted a lesion in the eye and another in the mouth. But the conclusion is that they had a sexually transmitted infection, and they came to the hospital to get treatment. That was the conclusion. It was a chlamydia infection, extragenital manifestation, ocular for the male and the oropharyngeal for the female. So I had to direct them to specialist care because one complication of ocular infection with chlamydia is trachoma, which can lead to blindness, and for the lady, if nothing is done, it can worsen and really cause terrible symptoms. So sex can actually embarrass you. With this story, you see how it could be difficult to describe your symptoms or actually the circumstances from which they arose. So I will leave you with 3 tips to have a healthy sexual life. Tip number 1, always protect yourself during sexual relationship. Make sure you use condom. Tip number 2, regular checkup for yourself and for your partner. Refuse to engage with a partner of whom you are not sure of the status. And tip number 3, get vaccinated against the STI who have available vaccine, hepatitis B and human papilloma virus. Sex can embarrass you. Engage into healthy sexual practice. Thank you, and see you another time.